Hi, my name is Emily Sheppard, and this is my submission for the This Is Me video assignment. So I guess a little bit about myself. I'm born and raised in Phoenix, Arizona. Not that that really matters. As a child, I was really socially awkward and shy. Like, I was super dependent on my mom to do and say everything for me. I wouldn't talk to anybody outside of my parents. I had no hobbies growing up. I was just super shy. I was really not into being social with other people around me. And I had a lot of problems talking to other people. So when it came to signing up for electives in high school, my mom actually forced me to do theater. And I thought she was crazy. I was like, Mom, those people are freaks. I do not want to be in theater. Those people are weirdos. But little did I know that that was where I was meant to be. That was where God wanted me. My entire life, I had no hobbies. I was super socially awkward, could not communicate with anybody. So shy and introverted. And that was God's ultimate plan for me. I truly believe that, because now theater is my life. It is my everything. I have become a completely new human being. I'm extremely extroverted now. I didn't even know that that was possible. I thought I was just going to be this really shy introvert my whole life. But now I love people. I love talking to anybody and everybody. I can be in the line at the grocery store and have this huge conversation with a total stranger. Communicating is not an issue at all for me now. And I'm really grateful. Not only do I love theater and I love to perform and act and sing in front of an audience, I thrive on it. It gives me energy. I feel like it gives me life. But it also has taught me extremely important communication skills. I have learned how to communicate with people, how to be respectful to people, how to, how do I phrase this? How to be able to explain what I'm looking for and what I want. And it just really taught me a lot of important things in life in regards to everything, in regards to getting a job or interviewing and stuff like that, or just talking to anybody. Theater has really been an amazing thing for me to develop proper communication skills to get through life. Because looking back on when I was a little kid, I didn't know how to communicate with anybody at all. I was terrified of it. And now, because of theater, I have absolutely no problems talking to people. It's just an easy thing. I love it now. It's people are not something to be afraid of. And obviously there's bad people in the world, but I was so afraid to talk to people as a kid, and theater has shown me, no, most people are nice. You can talk to most people. So yeah, I definitely associate myself with theater people, and theater people have this reputation for being loud and crazy and obnoxious. And I think that is true for a lot of us. Obviously I am, if you can't tell. But I know a lot of fellow actors and theater people that are really introverted. I mean, they put it all out there when they get on a stage, but off stage, they're really introverted. And so that's kind of a little bit of a stereotype, because I do know a lot of introverted theater people. And like I said before, as far as life experiences that have changed my self-concept, because when I was a kid, I had no self-esteem whatsoever, literally none. I think that was just because I didn't really have any friends. I honestly had probably 2 friends growing up my entire life till I was 14 years old. And I was so shy, not into any hobbies, nothing. I literally did nothing. I didn't do dance. I didn't do sports. I didn't do anything. I was that shy and terrified of people in life. And I think that really affected me self-esteem wise. I think I started to think that I was unworthy and not loved because I didn't really have friends. But now looking back, that was kind of my own fault, because I didn't put myself out there. And I was so afraid to talk to people that I just think it was my own fault that I had poor self-esteem, because I was just like, oh, nobody likes me. I have no friends. But now that I'm an adult, now that I'm 24, I'm looking back and I'm like, that was kind of my own fault, because I was too afraid of people. And that's why I didn't have any friends or hobbies or anything like that. So as far as relationships to help me increase or decrease my self-esteem, theater people are really extremely uplifting and kind and loving and sweet. And it really is such a family environment. There is some cattiness in theater. There's competition and jealousy. I'm not going to say that doesn't exist. But for the most part, when I'm in a show, people are so encouraging and supportive and just such a blessing to be around. And I think theater has helped my self-esteem shoot straight up in the air, straight up into the heavens, because they really are, for the most part, there's a few in there. For the most part, they're just really the most lovely people. And they're so supportive and wonderful, because it can be hard. The career choice that I'm in, the career field that I'm in, it can be hard. You can lose your self-esteem really, really easily, because I'm literally putting myself out there for people to judge me and critique me. I'm going in front of crowds of hundreds, if not thousands of people, and they're staring at me. They're judging everything I do and say. And so it can be an environment where self-esteem can really bring you down. But because of the support of my fellow cast and crew members, it just doesn't matter. Like I'm not fazed or affected by what people say and think of me when I'm on stage. All I'm focused on is playing that character and having fun while doing it, and trying my best to be entertaining for people that are paying to come see a show. So it can definitely be an environment where your self-esteem gets knocked down real far, because especially when you get reviews written about you and stuff like that, because we do have critics come to see shows and stuff like that. So it can affect you negatively, mentally, for sure, definitely. So yeah, I would say that all in all, theater has completely changed me as a human being. It has taught me unbelievable social awareness skills. I'm really, really socially aware of everyone and everything, and sort of the tones of voice that people speak to me in, and how I can analyze their mood or emotion in that moment, and how I can play off of that, because I literally play other human beings for a living. Like, I get paid to act as somebody else for a living. And because of that, I have become super able to analyze everything. I analyze the way people talk, the way people walk, like their certain voice inflections, their facial expressions, and what they mean, or how to analyze them. And so I'm grateful for that. Theater has really taught me to be extremely socially aware and to be able to communicate super thoroughly, because in theater you have to be able to communicate to get your point across to the director, and the director has to be able to communicate with you to get their vision across to you, so you understand what they're saying and what they want. So yeah, that is pretty much who I am. Theater's my entire life. I always say to people, the 3 things that make me happier than anything are theater, Disney, and Jesus. Those are my 3 things. I love them. They make me who I am. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Theater is my life. It has taught me even though I'm not a communications major, obviously I'm a theater major, if you couldn't tell. This communications class has just further extended my knowledge in being able to communicate properly and thoroughly with people, and to be able to analyze how people communicate with me, so that I can play off of how they're speaking to me, and you can really feed off of that emotion, where they're coming from in that moment. So yeah, this is me. This is all of me. I'm pretty easy to read. I'm a crazy, weird, loud theater person who's obsessed with Disney and Jesus, and that's pretty much all that I am. So thank you for watching.